Hi guys, it's Ovilee May with Yahoo Esports, and I am here with Pobelter from Immortals. Pobelter, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm pretty good, but you guys ended your weekend 2-0. Can you tell me a little bit about how that feels for you?
Feels pretty good. It's our first 2-0, well, not even just a 2-0 weekend, but a 4-0. We didn't drop a game this weekend, so that feels really good. And part of it is we've just been improving a lot each week, and I think part of it is also we had a pretty light schedule this week compared to earlier in the season. You know, we had a lot of games against like C9 FlyQuest, so those were a lot more tough. This week we had much more manageable opponents, I think.
So you guys took on Dignitas and Team Liquid. You just finished your game with Team Liquid. How did those games go?
The first game was just an outright stomp because we had an early game team fight that went just super in our favor, and we just choked them out and snowballed really well. The second game, we made mistakes in the early to mid game, so they had a lead on us, but you know, we just kept the gold lead pretty close, even though we were slightly behind, and then we just blew the game open by catching them on Baron.
Wonderful. So how would you say your overall team communication and like your relationships overall as a team have been?
At the start, it wasn't that good, and it was difficult because Flame and Ole, you know, they're from Korea, so not even just being a language barrier, but there's also a big culture barrier. So there's been like bumps in the road for sure, but it's getting better each week.
What are some of the cultural obstacles that you guys had to overcome?
Just just small things like sense of humor. You know, something that someone says might rub someone the wrong way, but for someone else, it's not a big deal. Things like that.
Have you learned any new cultural things that you're going to kind of keep?
For me, I'm like pretty familiar with both American and Korean culture, so I don't think I've really learned too much in that regard.
Well, we noticed that you took a little bit of a social media break. I think last week you announced that you weren't going to do any more streaming or social media. How has the reaction been for that? Has it been a positive experience for you?
Yeah, I just wanted to. I've been like playing really badly in LCS so far. This week was my first good week, I feel, and the other weeks I just felt like so terrible playing. I got off stage and I felt like disgusted with how I played. I don't know. I was not handling it well at all mentally. But you know, this week I've played better, and I just kind of wanted to remove distractions and focus on my play and see if that would help. And yeah, I also this year I started practicing a lot harder than I have any other year. So you know, after scrims I would just play like solo queue until it was time for bed. So I would just play from like when I woke up to when I slept, pretty much, and not do anything else. You know, I'd like have to fold my clothes because I was out of clean clothes, and I just like wouldn't even fold it, and I was only playing the game, and I think that was really stressing me out. And even if I was practicing more, it wasn't that good for my mental state. So I also kind of cut back on that, and then spent some more time on myself. I like went outside of the house for the first time to hang out with someone for like the first time. Went and saw a movie with Turtle, so that was fun. And yeah, I think it had a definite effect on this week, and I played better.
Awesome. So you're finally learning how to like balance the social life with the pro gamer life, getting everything in.
Yeah.
Cool. And so speaking of social, Immortals has dished out a lot of trash talk over social media, either from Dardoc or are you a trash talker at all?
I am not a trash talker because trash talk can often backfire, and like once it backfires once, it doesn't stop coming. Like Loco Doco said something about like a clean 3-0 and his team got 3-0 like years ago, and people are still bringing that up and making fun of it. So I try and stay away from that because people on the internet have really good memory.
I respect that. You're a clean player then, so just supportive talk.
Yeah, I would never say anything negative about anyone.
Wonderful. So then do you have any positive words to send to any of your fans out there who are going to cheer you on for next week?
Thanks, guys, for the support. I know when I made that really emo tweet saying that I was going to stay off Twitter and stuff because I was sucking ass, you know, a lot of people said some positive things about me. So thank you for that, and I hope I can keep playing better and get back to how I was playing last year.
Well, thank you again so much for this interview. And for everyone else, you can catch the rest of our coverage at Yahoo Esports.